Well, good morning everybody. Steve from Mudduck's 4-wheel drive touring here. Doing something a little tiny bit different this morning. I'm heading down to Andrew's at Gosford to maybe give him a hand doing a little modification on the 100 series. I thought I'd video that if he hasn't already done it by the time I get there. If he has, then I'm just going down for a visit. Anyway, that's all I'm up to. Kaz is at work today, so I've been left by my own devices. I'm in the Ranger, so no refrigeration, so I've got an esky full of drinks and stuff in the back to keep me hydrated. That's about all I can tell you about this, so we will catch up here later in the day. Cheers guys, have a good one. We've arrived down here at Andrew's to start working on his car, only to find Pat as usual working on people's cars. Who'd have thought this? Even high-tech work putting a sticker on. Unbelievable. Anyway, what we've actually come here to do is over here. Here we are at the back of Andrew's car. Here's Andrew again.
Hello.
What we're going to replace today is this bloody carpeted crap, which is useful as a workbench on the tailgate. Not to mention, and it's happened before, they can melt or catch fire or both. So we're going to get rid of that, replace it with some alley panel, which will look better if it looks as good as it does on mine, which I'm sure it does, and be more useful and get rid of that bloody carpet. We have to do this today because we need to use it next weekend. Yeah, well, we'll get back to it as we've got more to get back to. Don't need to hold that. Just attempting to pop it out now. They're just clipped in like most things on modern 4-wheel drives. Gotta get rid of it. Unwanted crap. It's probably what Andrew says about me half the time. Unwanted crap. That's what he talks. That's all it is, just a matter of a whole bunch of these placky clips, which are getting easier as we go along. Except for I'm in Andrew's way, because I'm good at that. Yeah. It makes it, but I'm holding the tailgate, so you'll stop whinging in a minute. I got it. And that's it, off. The next stage of this job is we've got the old panel off. We've laid it across the top of the new bit that's going to replace, clamped it on, and we're going to draw the lines around it and cut it to shape. This shouldn't be a really big job, and I didn't really need to drive for over an hour to get here to do this, but Andrew could have done it without me. Probably easier and quicker, but I just thought I'd video it anyway, guys. Into the serious bit now. Right, well, we've laid the rough cut in place and it's pretty close to being right. It's going to get pinch weld all the way around it after it's in position. Well, before it's in position, so we can bolt it down with it on, obviously, but yeah, it's pretty good. First cut too. Cool. We're doing a very technical process here. It's called lift it up, look by eye, hope for the best and get a rough idea where the dots are got to be for the holes, because it's not as simple as putting it back in where all the other things were. This is going to be bolted in, so you have to work with the shape of a tailgate, and underneath that panel not all the holes are in the same place. neither are the ribs. Ribs. I'll get it right. I can't speak on Saturdays or any other day ending in Y really. So it's sort of a bit of suck it and see without doing it too many times, because obviously we don't want to stuff it up. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched, Andrew?
Yeah, sometimes.
Just cleaning up the burrs. You can't use a grinder on this stuff because it's got plastic in the middle of it. That's what I didn't tell you. It's aluminium sheet wedged over plastic type of stuff. So you can't heat it because you'll melt it. So we're just filing the burrs off where we drilled the holes. Well, where Andrew drilled the holes. I just watched. We've got to get this right, Andrew.
You're too right.
Other way, mate. Because after this is where it lives. This will be its final resting position. Whether we want it to or not.
That's right.
This will be it. This is the scary part, guys. Don't get a second go, really. Otherwise, you've got to make a whole new panel again. I won't video us drilling the rest of the holes, because let's face it, we're drilling holes. How exciting is that?
Okay, Paddy. Hey, Pat. Have a look at this, man.
We're putting riv nuts in this.
Yeah, that's it.
They expand. Try one.
Yeah, I just wanted to determine the size of the drill, the hole that I need to drill.
That end one that you just saw being drilled there, if you had a similar tailgate to this, you want to be careful because there's a tail light just here. Don't drill into that. That would be bad.
Or through the gate, the outside.
Ideally, don't drill through the outside of your tailgate. That would be bad. Bad things can happen. Like either panel shop repair bills or new tailgates. All of these things are possible. So, you need fairly sizable gonads to drill these holes, but you know, Andrew makes up for other things by having fairly sizable gonads. What I've been told, anyway. We're now going to test the riv nut. Pat's going to show us how this is done.
When it gets tight, loosen it off. Back this off a bit. We'll tighten it up.
I'll get the riv nuts, you can do that bit.
Okay.
As you might have heard there, guys, I don't know how good the mics are on this. We've now nominated Pat to put the riv nuts in because he's the riv nut specialist. Rather than Andrew have a go at it, we'll just get Pat to do it. This is what he does.
Wind it on so it's comfortable.
Okay, let me have a go.
Just don't pull it too hard. Like, you don't put a heap of pressure on it. They will just bend.
That's what it feel like.
You just get it to where your hand's comfortable at first.
Yeah,
that's a good squeeze. Go for one squeeze now.
He likes a good squeeze.
Right, if it's solid, then leave it.
So then just wind that down.
Wind it in a touch, and just give it another squeeze. Make sure it's not too hard. Yeah, if you've got a struggle, it's done. So that's done.
So they're not like a pop rivet, guys,
You don't want to
where you don't keep pulling.
You just loosen that out.
Man, it was a long way in there.
It's done.
And that's all there is to it. We've got about 6 more to do, but I'm not going to show you a constant run of us putting riv nuts in. I'll show you after that. Now what we've had to do here on Andrew's tailgate is because of the shape of everything, they're not everywhere you'd think they'd be. So we only got 4 on the back or the bottom, depending how you look at it. And we're going to have 4. So I'm only going to have 8 all up anyway. Just because of the way all these ribs are, there's no places to actually mount them. Thought about one in the middle, but it would be too close to this, so there's no point. Anyway, it's only a sheet of alley panel. It's not going to be taking any structural weight, so it'll be okay. So whatever vehicle you do this to, guys, you just have to figure out your spacings yourself, because you can't guarantee that that it's the same underneath as what you expect it to be. They're not always mirror like either because of handles and stuff. So you just got to figure that out as you go. Just test fitting this pinch weld. On mine we used a different pinch weld which wouldn't have done that, but Andrew knows how to fix that because Andrew's a bit of a smart ass, so he'll be able to sort that out.
Is that hole?
Whereas I would not know how to fix that, hence I used the other pinch weld. But as you can see now, as we're slowly peeling this away, it's the same colour as mine. Had to be the same, didn't he? Mind you, it's from the same bloody source, so we expect that really. So it's not really him having to be the same at all, I'm just putting shit on him.
People that complain about things that are given to them should...
Well, that's right, you shouldn't be complaining. I'm not complaining. Anyway, give me a break. Mine cost about $15 or thereabouts, as opposed to 460 from Toyota. Right, that's it with the protective coating peeled off. We've stuck some pinch weld on. As I said, different to mine because you don't want it to be the same. So it's very close to being ready. We bolt it on very soon. And only because it's never been cleaned in the entire life of the car probably, we figure, why do you got all this shit off? You might as well clean your tailgate. And it's good for Andrew to clean a part of his car at some stage in his life.
Good stuff.
What do you think he meant by that? Don't know about Andrew, so you really think? Look at this, the first time ever it's been cleaned.
I'll clean you in a second.
Andrew's owned this car from new, and look at it. Unbelievable.
You lying bastard.
That could be a stretch of the truth, guys. What do you reckon about a bloke who doesn't replace his turbo sticker? Look at that. Terrible. Alright, this will be ready shortly. We'll be back to you then. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to be able to show you the actual bolts that are going in this, because these are temporary ones, because we've got to get the right ones on a weekday. And this video is not going to be redone. So, take our word for it that these M4 bolts are coming out to be replaced by better ones later. So, but these will do the job until better ones that we're getting later happen. Now, as all jobs, later could be anywhere between tomorrow, well not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, and the year 2060. We'll never know. But it's nearly done. I'll give you a look shortly. Right, now the next thing we're doing is this plastic jobby here, which is what started the whole rot with mine in the first place and gave Andrew the idea for this one, is when that sits down on this, it slides up as the tailgate opens, or shuts I should say. So that'll scratch the shit out of this beautiful panel here. So what Andrew's doing now, very efficiently I might add, it's like he almost knows what he's doing, is putting little bits of carpet on here for it to slide on, which will then hopefully prevent it from scratching this beautiful surface. Look at that surface, beautiful. Not those hands, this surface. So we'll show you that when it's stuck on, because we've got to figure out if that's even going to stick properly. We'll work that out in a minute. Well, that, by the way, guys, that's the world's smallest roll of double-sided tape. Now he's hoping that this sits in the right spot. We don't know. This is a suck it and see, play it by feel scenario, this. So in the end, we actually have no idea. That's how we roll. No idea at all. Because let's face it, if you know what you're doing, where's the fun in that? It's much more exciting if you've got no idea. Moment of truth. Oh. Doesn't even make noise. Is it going to hit?
Oh, it's touching.
Oh, okay. We'd have to do that then.
Still not sure about those handles, man.
That's what I was talking about, the handles.
Oh.
Yeah, just for looks. Because it's important it looks good. So trim these bits of carpet off, like Andrew's just done that one. And that should be just about done then. As I like to say, Bob will be your auntie's live-in boyfriend. Because he might not really be your uncle. Now for those not good with knives, people, get somebody who's good with knives to do this stuff. Kaz is never to do that stuff. She'd chop herself to bits somehow. Andrew, on the other hand, if he bleeds, it's his car, who cares? Doesn't matter if he chops his finger off, he's got others. As long as he doesn't bleed on this, because it's pretty. And kids, don't try this at home. Adults, that's debatable as well. Mind you, with that said, it's debatable that Andrew and I are adults, so who knows.
Oh.
Look at that. Well, that's it, guys. That's the finished product. Nice work surface. This alley panel, I think I mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again, is sandwiched aluminium panel, and in the middle of it is like a rubberized stuff. So you can actually cut it with scissors. We used a jigsaw, but you can cut it with scissors. So that's pretty well it. There may be fine tuning that we won't need to ever see, but that's pretty well the guts of it. So now it's ready for next weekend. So for more of these kind of videos somewhere down the track, hopefully I'll do some. If you like this video, you know what to do. Feel free to like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. We'll see you on the next one. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
I thought he was going to do it to Ronnie's then, go goodbye from him. Cheers, guys.